Well, our first look at Assassin's Creed Red is finally here, or should we say Assassin's Creed Shadows. We've gone through the trailer frame by frame and scoured the web for details to bring you the top 11 reasons to be excited about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Number 1, the grappling hook. It's not hard to be excited by a grappling hook in any game, but the freedom it will likely give in Assassin's Creed Shadows is huge. Humongous. This will make movement around enemies a lot more tactical and allow you to reach out of the way areas swiftly. According to the gang at Ubisoft, the grapple hook will be physics-based and could take some getting used to. Could this mean you'll be affected by the weather? And is its accuracy going to be improved by upgrading skills? Honestly, it doesn't matter either way because grappling hooks make every game better. 2. Dual protagonists. We haven't seen dual protagonists fighting side by side since Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but now the feature is back. We now know that we'll get to control Naoe, a female Japanese shinobi, and Yasuke, a samurai who hails from Africa. So the leaks were true. We're still not entirely sure how this will be structured. Can we switch freely between the characters, or will we be given the right character for each mission? Given that we know the game is open world, we would think that you'll be able to switch freely between them for the majority of the game, outside of the story-based missions. Number 3, Japan. Finally, the long-running series has gone to Japan. It's something fans have been asking for over a decade due to the idea that stealth and ninjas go hand in hand. However, given the past few iterations of the franchise and Ubisoft's dedication to historical accuracy, this gets us even more excited as we know that the team will create a brilliant version of Japan for us to explore. Knowing the effort that went into creating Baghdad for Assassin's Creed Mirage, we can trust Ubisoft to create an accurate picture of 16th century Japan. Number 4, a mix of action and stealth. Given we have 2 protagonists and we know their backgrounds, it's likely Assassin's Creed Shadows will feature a mix of playstyles. Naoe is raised as a shinobi and relies on stealth. She also has a much smaller health pool, making her more fragile, and she needs to stick to the shadows, which emulates the roots of the franchise. Ezio would be proud. Yasuke, however, was known to be a big guy at 6'2", and he's seen in the trailer wielding several melee weapons, including a spiked club. This means he'll likely step in when things need to get messy. Number 5, potential new wristblade techniques. Towards the end of the trailer, we finally get to see the series' most famous weapon, the hidden blade. But this time, it looks a little bit different. As Naoe reaches out to make her kill, the blade pivots on a midpoint in the metal and turns sideways, allowing her to stab the enemy in the side of the neck. Will this mean we can wield different techniques, or will there be multiple versions of the wristblade available? Surely Yasuke gets one too, right? Number 6, another open world. Ubisoft...
Is this a highlight? Is this a good thing?
It could be too big. Ubisoft has made it very clear that Assassin's Creed Shadows will be another open world title, like so many of the games before it. Thankfully, not as big as the seemingly never-ending Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Great game, but seriously, it was so long. But the developer has gone on record to say that it's a similar size to Assassin's Creed Origins, which many believe was about the right size. Ubisoft has also spoken about wanting each district to feel unique and more believable, which means mountain ranges will be larger and the different districts should look discernible to each other. You'd like to think so. Number 7, huge castles. And I mean huge castles. As part of their research trips to Japan, Ubisoft noted that the castles that still dot the landscape are already perfect for video game progression. This is due to their tiered construction, which acts like vertical dungeons in many video games. This is a big focus for the team, and castles will likely feature as predominant moments in the story, perhaps even freeing up portions of the map where enemies won't be as active when the heads of factions are toppled. Big Ubisoft energy with that. Number 8, it's based on real history. This is the first Assassin's Creed title that will allow players to control a real-life person. Wait, Ezio wasn't real? The series has been known to use notable figures from history as cameos, such as Da Vinci in Assassin's Creed 2, but this time we get to play Yasuke, an African samurai well known in Japanese history. Yasuke was recently the central character in a Netflix show of the same name, and Ubisoft has used the man as part of their multicultural cast. The real Yasuke was believed to have been stolen from his native lands by the Portuguese and brought to Japan, where he went on to become a samurai. Number 9, seasonal cycles. Assassin's Creed Shadows' story will likely play out over a long time in-game, as Ubisoft has commented on the game featuring passing seasons, much like in Valhalla. They highlighted that in summer, Naoe, the ninja, will be able to hide in tall grass that will slowly die out as the world passes into winter. She will also no longer be hidden in trees past the autumn, as the leaves will thin out and drop off. This points to a very dynamic weather and seasonal system, but also hints that events could play out over several years as the story moves forward. Number 10. Reactionary AI. Ubisoft has noted that AI NPCs and enemies will react in a more lifelike way than ever. One example was mentioned as part of the seasonal changes in the game. During the summer, enemies will walk more freely throughout areas they patrol, while in winter, they're more likely to gather around fires, making them harder to take out. Or easier if you throw a bomb at them. It's also hinted that weather could affect how they patrol, as they're more likely to take cover from rain. Dynamic AI has always been at the forefront of Assassin's Creed games given the patterns players must learn for assassinations, so it'll be interesting to see how this has developed. And finally, number 11, spy networks. A point that was brought up in conversation by Ubisoft but hasn't been fully explained is a spy network, much like we saw in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It was one of the best parts of that game as well. This could see Naue and Yasuke develop a network of spies or helpers that will aid them on missions or provide more information on things like infiltrating a castle. It goes without saying that we have to thank IGN because we got a lot of the info about Assassin's Creed Shadows from one of their inside scoops. But thankfully, Summer Game Fest is right around the corner, so hopefully we'll see Assassin's Creed Shadows in action during the Ubisoft Forward conference on June 10. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you're as excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows as I am. I love the Assassin's Creed series, so I've very much enjoyed doing this video. Smash the like button, subscribe for more. See you next time.